Hi, changebringer. Yes, you are a changebringer. Did you know if you change something inside of you, something will change in your world, in the universe? That's how powerful you are, and we all are. Let's bring some changes today. Today, the video is about why you always fall in love with the wrong person and how you can change that. In the previous video, I told you about the anima and the animus, all the information that you have in your unconscious about women and all the information you have in your unconscious with men. Okay, so when you're a woman, you start building your character on the anima, but you fall in love with all the information that is in your unconscious with the animus, the male part. So, for example, in your unconscious, and it can, no story is the same, yeah, it can be so a mix of a lot of things, yeah, your previous lives, your previous generations, the information you absorbed when you were in the mother womb, how the mother thinks about men, how the mother felt about men, your father, uncles, grandfathers, whatever, yeah, male figures that had a big impact in your life when you were very young. It's a mix about, it's a big mix. And it doesn't really matter that you have to find out where it came from, because that's ego food. That's ego food because you start thinking and thinking, analyzing, thinking. It is important that you know that you can recognize it. And how can you recognize what is in your unconscious animus or anima? Well, first of all, an easy exercise. Write down the characters of your father, the characters of your mother. Me as a female, the characters of my mother. I can say my mother is so and so, my mother is so and so, my mother is so and so. And then I scratch the name mother and I can say I am, I am, I am. The same with father, not I am, but my partner is, my partner is, my partner is, my partner is. Yeah. So do you understand? If you're female, you build your character on the anima, mother, ma. Yes, that's how you can remember it. So you write down what characteristics your mother has, the pleasant and the unpleasant. For sure, for 100% sure, you will become like your mother. If you don't like that, you have to change it. Yes. And then father, as a female, you fall in love with people who have a lot the same information, like your animus, like your father, and of course previous generations and previous lives. It's a mix, yeah. So how can you define it? You can write down my father, this, that characteristics, and then you say, instead of father, you put your my partner, mother, because that's not all of it. That's already an easy one. And then if you want to know more about what's in your unconscious and to change it, if you don't like it, for example, then you can start writing down, and writing down is important. I told you, writing down is important. So you write down what you like about women and what you don't like about women. What triggers you emotionally is in your unconscious. What leaves you neutral is not in your unconscious. The same with your animus. What triggers you is in your unconscious. Triggers you emotionally, and it can be pleasant or unpleasant. Yeah. And what leaves you neutral, it's not in your unconscious. So if you fall in love with a destructive, self-destructive person, if you're female, in your unconscious male, the animus is self-destruction. If you're a male and you're the women you fall in love with are self-destructive, then your animus has self-destruction. Sorry, I made a mistake. Anima has self-destruction in it. Yeah. So, for example, you fall in love with women as a man. You fall in love with women who drink a lot. For example, self-destructive. Okay, so your anima has self-destructiveness in it. How can you get it out? The same as you're a woman, yeah, and you fall in love with men who drink a lot, self-destructive. Drugs, yeah, or other self-destructive behavior. Then you can change that. And I tested it. I had a lot of self-destruction in my animus. So I fell in love with men who were very self-destructive. So, but my father was not self-destructive. I could not remember when he ever drank. I never saw him drink. I saw him become drunk about with 2 pints of beer in a very hot summer in Spain. And because he didn't drink, he was, of course, then very, very fast drunk and sick afterwards. But I never noticed, I never got in contact as a child with alcoholism, not at all. And so I wonder, where does it come from? I found out that it came from my DNA, my previous generations. But what was the use? So then I asked information, how can I change this? Because I don't want to fall in love with self-destructive men. And then I got this information, and you can do it, and everybody can do it. So write down, my partner is self-destructive. If you are self-destructive and you're a female, then your anima has a lot of self-destruction. If you're male, your animus has a lot of self-destruction in it. Okay, how can you change it? So first of all, we're gonna change the one you fall in love with. When you're female, you need to take the animus. When you're male, you need to take the anima. Yeah, okay. And let's, keep it simple and do the hetero relationships. Okay, here we go. So you write down all the destructive things, the things you really get triggered. For example, me as a female, men are loud, men are self-destructive, men are don't take responsibility, run away from life, and so on. That was in my unconscious. Cheat, lie, are not honest, demons, dark. Okay. So I write it all down, write it all down, write it all down. And then you let the emotions that you confirm it with, you let them move in your body. Yeah, you let them move. For example, powerlessness, rejection, unsafe, vulnerability, because they can be violent, whatever you have it connected on that information. You let it come out. You feel it. You don't become it. Yeah. But you feel it. Your body goes, movement all around. And I cannot tell you the movement because then I take away your experience. And that's not what I wish, because then it will repeat again. And I always say, then it will repeat again times 20. And I don't want that to nobody. So I'll shut up about the movement, but you will feel movement in your body. Okay. And you trigger it and you trigger it and you trigger it again until there's no emotional reaction on it. And then ask yourself, what do I like instead? What do I like instead? Men are self-destructive. You let the emotion move in your body, and then when there's no movement anymore, there's space for new information. What information? It's your choice. You're a change bringer. It's your choice. For example, male take responsibility. Male love life. Male love their body. Male like to share their love and like to share their emotions, or like to share whatever you like as a woman. And then you shift that and you make a lot of pleasant emotions on that. Like you feel safe. Women like to feel safe in a relationship. That's, nature. Okay, you feel safe, you feel strong, you feel connected, you feel trust, you feel believe in your man. It's wonderful when you love your man and you believe in him and you trust him, yeah. And so you put all these emotions, and of course that's movement again in your body. You put all these emotions, you project all these emotions on this information about your animus, yeah. And you repeat it, you repeat it, you repeat it, because what you do now is repeat what you do not like and what is in your unconscious, and you confirm it again and again. My man, my husband, my ex, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then it will stay like that. And it will even become worse, because where the energy flows, where your attention goes, the energy flows. Voila. Okay. Now let me say I'm a male. Okay. I fall in love with manipulative women. Women who always want their ways, and they manipulate men to get their ways. That's not a fun relationship. Yeah. Okay. And again they do it. And it makes you explode. And then there's this unpleasant, um, violent sometimes, but not pleasant arguments. And it leads so far that maybe you leave this woman. Okay, so I'm a male. I have in my unconscious anima, female or manipulative. Okay, if you think about it, you feel the emotions flow in your body. Yeah, let them flow, let them move. It is there, let them move. And you trigger it again. You think about it, you think about your ex, you think about your wife, you think about maybe your mother had the same expression or manipulative behavior. And you trigger it. You think about situations. You trigger it, and your body moves. Blah, blah, blah. You feel it moving. And I'm not telling you the movement, yeah? And you know why. Okay. And then after a while, when you trigger it, and you trigger it, and you trigger it, there is nothing. You feel neutral. Like you think women are manipulative and nothing happens inside. Then there's space. There's space, finally space in your unconscious. And then what happens? You can change. You can bring changes. So women are, for example, honest. Yeah, women are open about their emotions and their wishes, and they communicate about their wishes. If you can communicate, I like this more than this, then as a partner, and the relationship becomes easier. Okay, so women are communicative about their wishes. Women can function together with a male. Yeah. Women feel equal. That's a big thing. As a male, and so on. Yeah, you write it down and then you project pleasant emotions on that. Write it down. Writing down is very important. I told you there's a lot going on when you write in your brain, and it goes faster. So write it down, and then you project pleasant emotions on it, pleasant emotions. But if you don't let the unpleasant emotions come out first. There's no space. And I don't mean that you have to become angry. What I mean with let the emotions come out is the movement inside your body, not the expression of the emotion. You don't have to become angry and or crying. These are reactions emotions. I speak about the basic emotions: trust, vulnerability, wordlessness, or wordy, all these. And if you go to my website, you find the pleasant and the unpleasant emotions there in writing, not the movement. If your ego would go, oh, I can find the movement. No, I will not take away your experience. Remember, because then you want to experience it again. If you try to fix it with your brain, it's not the experience and emotion you cannot experience with the brain. The brain has other qualities, but not feeling. So here you go. All right, so you can change who you are as a character, but you can also change the information in your unconscious about the opposite and fall in love with the person you like to be with, the person where you can share your happiness with, and not always arguments and fights. Because in the beginning you fall in love, it's all wow, but then when you learn to know each other, the unpleasant information comes out, and then people lose their love, and people lose their connection with the person. And you can forcon that. Is that the right word? So if you know what's in your unconscious, if you trigger it, remember, everything where you react emotionally on about women and men is in your unconscious. Doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. If it's an anima and you're a woman, you will build your character on it. And for example, if you're female, and there are some characteristics of your mother you really don't like, if you don't change it, you'll become like her. Yeah, a lot of people told me, what I hated so much that my mother did with me, I'm doing with my children. Why is that? I don't like that. I want to change that. Yes, you can. You can change that. Yeah. So I just told you how to do that. Write it down. Let your unpleasant emotions come out. Feel them, not with your brain, but with your feeling. And try not to feel, only feel, but use your brain and your feeling at the same time. And then you can feel the movement. Let it come out, let it come out, let it come out. And there's space, and a space for new information and new emotions, and the ones you choose. So you become the person you wish to be. And it's wonderful if you are the person who you want to be. And look at my video about self-love, you as a soul, how to get into the body, and your light, love, warmth, wisdom, and power flows into your body. You feel fulfilled. Judging stops. And you have this, happiness. And then you can share this happiness and a lot of love with the partner you fall in love with and you like to fall in love. Okay. So it's not that easy with the animus and the anima, but if you didn't understand the first time, repeat the video and listen what I'm saying. And if you have questions, you can always put it in the reactions down on the under the video. And I make a new video. If you didn't understand something, I make a new video and I explain it and explain it and explain it again until it goes into your unconscious and until you understand it, of course. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. If you know people who can use this video to enhance their life, to make their life easier, please share it, like it. I like your comments. I like your reactions. That's why I do it, to make your life and my life a wonderful life and a wonderful planet to live together with. Yeah, that's why I do this, because it's not fun to talk to a dead screen here, and to my vision myself. But I do it for us. I make these videos because life can be easy and you can change your life. And that's what it is all about. That's why we're here, to experience who we really are and what we all can do. And we can do so much if you know how to do it, of course. I see you in the next video. Bye bye.